It's Monday morning. You've had your coffee. You watch that motivational video. You're pumped. You're ready to conquer the world. You write down your goals. You're motivated. Fast forward to Wednesday, and that fire, gone. That energy, vanished. That motivation, nowhere to be found. And you're left wondering, what happened? Why does this always happen? What if I told you that motivation was never the answer? What if I told you that everything you've been taught about success is backwards? Today, we're not just talking about motivation versus discipline. We're exposing the harsh truth that nobody wants to admit, the truth that separates the winners from the dreamers. Buckle up. Let's start with motivation. That beautiful, intoxicating feeling. That surge of energy that makes you feel like you can do anything. Here's the brutal truth. Motivation is a drug. And like all drugs, it gives you a high, followed by a crash. Society sells you motivation. Instagram sells you motivation. Those clips of guys screaming in the gym, motivación. Those quotes over sunrise pictures, motivación. It's $1 billion industry built on one simple premise, making you believe that you need to feel a certain way before you can act a certain way. But here's what they don't tell you. Motivation is based on feeling, and feelings, they change like the weather. You wake up tired, motivation disappears. You have a bad day, motivation vanishes. Someone criticizes you, motivation runs for the hills. Hold up one finger. One rule. If your success depends on how you feel today, you will fail. Period. Let's get scientific for a moment. When you watch a motivational video, when you read an inspiring quote, your brain releases dopamine. That's the feel-good chemical. It gives you a rush. It makes you feel powerful, capable, unstoppable. But here's the problem. Your brain can't tell the difference between doing the work and watching someone talk about the work. So when you consume motivation, your brain goes, "Oh, we did it, good job." And it gives you the reward, without you actually doing anything. This creates what I call the motivation trap. You feel productive without being productive. You feel like you're moving forward while standing completely still. And when that dopamine wears off, and it always wears off, you need another hit. Another video. Another quote. Another seminar. You become a motivation junkie, always chasing that next high, always waiting to feel like it before you start. And your dreams? They stay exactly where they are in your imagination. Now let's talk about discipline. And let's be honest, nobody wants to talk about discipline. Why? Because discipline isn't sexy. Discipline doesn't give you a rush. Discipline doesn't make for good Instagram posts. Discipline is waking up at 5 a.m. when you're tired. Discipline is going to the gym when you'd rather stay in bed. Discipline is writing that report when you don't feel inspired. Discipline is boring. Discipline is repetitive. Discipline is hard. Pause dramatically. But here's the secret they don't tell you. Discipline is freedom. When you build discipline, you're no longer a slave to your feelings. Bad day? Discipline doesn't care. Tired? Discipline shows up anyway. Don't feel like it? Discipline does it regardless. Motivation asks, how do I feel? Discipline asks, what needs to be done? One question keeps you stuck. The other moves you forward. Most people don't realize there are actually 3 types of motivation. And all 3 will eventually betray you. Type 1, external motivation. That's when you're doing it for the applause, the likes, the recognition. Problem? When the applause stops, you stop. When nobody's watching, you quit. Type 2, emotional motivation. That's when you're riding a wave of emotion. Anger, inspiration, excitement. But emotions are temporary, they fade. And when they do, so does your progress. Type 3, circumstantial motivation. That's when you start because conditions are perfect. I'll start when I get that promotion. I'll start when the kids go back to school. I'll start on Monday. Life never gets perfect. Monday always comes. And you're still waiting. All 3 have one fatal flaw. They depend on something outside your control. Someone else's approval. Your temporary emotions. Perfect circumstances. Discipline? Discipline depends on one thing, you. So how do you build this discipline muscle? How do you stop being a slave to motivation? Here's your 3-step system. Step 1, the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it now, not when you feel like it, not when you're motivated. Now you're training your brain. That action comes before feeling. Step 2, identity shift. Stop saying I'm trying to be disciplined. Start saying, I am a disciplined person. Your actions follow your identity. If you see yourself as someone who needs motivation, you'll always need motivation. See yourself as disciplined and you'll act like it. Step 3. The chain method. Get a calendar. Every day you do your discipline task. Whether it's working out, writing, studying, you put an X on that day. Your only job? Don't break the chain. One day becomes 2. 2 becomes a week. A week becomes a month. Before you know it, you've built a habit. Here's the magic. In the beginning, you use discipline to build habits. Eventually, those habits run on autopilot. And then, you're free. Let me show you the difference in real life. Person A relies on motivation. They wait to feel inspired to go to the gym. Result, they go 3 times this month. They post about it. They feel good for a day. They make 0 progress. Person B builds discipline. They go to the gym every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. No excuses. Don't feel like it. They go tired. They go busy. They go for 30 minutes instead of an hour, but they go. Result? In 1 year, they're unrecognizable. One is waiting for a feeling. The other is building a future. Which one are you? Starting tomorrow, I challenge you to a 30-day discipline challenge. Here's all you have to do. 1. Pick one thing, just one. The gym, writing, learning a skill, meditating. 2. Commit to doing it every day for 30 days. No days off. No excuses. 8. Track it. Calendar, app, journal, whatever works. 4. When you don't feel like it, and you won't, do it anyway. In 30 days, you won't just have built a habit. You'll have built something much more valuable, self-trust. You'll know that when you say you're going to do something, you actually do it. And that confidence, that's priceless. Here's the final truth nobody wants to hear. Motivation is for amateurs. Discipline is for professionals. The amateur waits to feel inspired. The professional inspires themselves through action. The amateur needs perfect conditions. The professional creates their conditions. The amateur talks about what they're going to do. The professional has already done it. You have a choice today. You can keep chasing the temporary high of motivation, always wondering why you're not moving forward. Or you can embrace the quiet, powerful consistency of discipline. One path leads to endless Mondays filled with empty promises. The other leads to a life where your word means something, where you keep promises to yourself, where you build the life you want, one disciplined day at a time. So I'll ask you one last time, are you going to keep waiting to feel like it? Or are you going to start building the discipline that will actually change your life? The clock is ticking. Your future is waiting. Stop watching. Start doing.